It's been a fantastic year for both the Super Pro VAG Trophy and the Touch of Mojo Mark II Golf GTI Championships, but it's the final weekend, and where better to see how they both conclude than here at a very windy Snetterton. Hope you enjoy the show. Well, it's the weekend of champions here at Snetterton, and the battle really is on for the championship in the Super Pro VAG Trophy. There's only 1 point splitting Class A leader Josh Cahill and Class B leader James Dowding. Let's go and see how they're feeling.
Yeah, today we've just got to really try. I've just got to try and win the race really, and obviously hope there's in a nicer possible way up that you can just maybe finish second or something, and then we'll just edge out and get the win for the overall. So.
Because yesterday you both won, and you're both constantly getting fastest laps as well, aren't you?
Yeah, yesterday it was quite a boring race, but quite a good race for me. Obviously, just did the job really, sat comfortable. But I quite like to have a bit of a battle with the boss today, as it seems. But we'll just try and stay out of trouble as well.
Yeah, pressure's on. I need a win really. That'd be great. Josh does have to have a win in fastest lap in Class A to have a chance of beating me, but. Yeah, pressure's on. It should be a good race. Looking like it's going to dry out.
You've had a fantastic year this year, haven't you? How many double wins have you actually managed?
So far, double wins has been 6. I'm looking to get 8. My 7th win yesterday, so hoping for the 8th today.
Well, here we go. This is it, the final race of the year of the Super Pro VAG Trophy, and everything to play for. Just 1 point splits James Dowding and Josh Cahill, both sitting on pole position in their respective classes. What will happen? Only time will tell. Ben, over to you.
Well, this should be an absolute thriller. Huge field of cars headed by Aaron Mason, running in the invitation class this weekend from Josh Cahill. Stuart Lyon's not there in third on the grid, so Paul Taylor all alone on row 2 from Joe McMillan and Tony Absalom, as the red lights about to come on here at Snetterton. Final time this year in the Super Pro VAG Trophy. Who's going to get the jump? It's a rocket ship start from Paul Taylor in the four-wheel drive Golf. A terrible start further back from Nick Sansom. It's the number 1 car, Paul Taylor, who leads into riches for the first time, pursued by the Scirocco of the Vauxhall Cup UK champion Aaron Mason. Then we've got Joe McMillan and Josh Cahill side by side further back. There's James Dowding, the bright red Golf, number 29. And he needs to win his class in order to win the overall championship. Josh Cahill fighting as well to see if he can claim Class A or overall title, on if misfortune falls the way of Dowding, as they all come out of the Montreal hairpin and turn through Palmer. And already Paul Taylor working very hard as Josh Cahill trying to elevate himself up past Aaron Mason. But don't forget, Mason's in the invitation class and therefore doesn't affect the overall points tally. Even so, through in second position goes Cahill on the brakes into Agostini. Further back they're all swarming, looking to gain ground. Dowding safely through as well, trying to move clear of Tony Taylor. It's further back Ken Lark in the Carago, picking his way up through the pack as the leading duo. Taylor followed by Cahill arrive into Oggies. Paul Taylor around the right-hander, runs out a little bit wide though. That could give Josh Cahill a slight opening as they then turn through Williams and onto the Bentley straight for the first time, with then a little bit of daylight forming back to Aaron Mason. There's Richard Morgan, number 48, the red Golf, chasing down Tony Absalom as they pound down Bentley straight. We have a look at the replay of Jason Tingle starting from the pit lane. So he has got work to do to recover up through the orders. We see a change for the lead, and Cahill is past Taylor. So Josh Cahill takes lead the race, seesaws at the wheel through Murray's, and then accelerates down the centre straight. Paul Taylor following his wheel tracks, and then that slight gap back to Aaron Mason, but Mason closing quickly in the Scirocco. Joe McMillan as well, the red Seat, stay with him as Taylor challenges and takes the lead away from Josh Cahill. Super move that from Paul Taylor to head on towards Montreal. And is Cahill going to look to challenge Taylor into the hairpin? No, he's not, but they all concertine up on each other, particularly Aaron Mason in third position, looking to challenge Cahill, who's swarming all over the tail of Paul Taylor. It means Taylor has to hug the middle of the road as they arrive into Palmer. And then Taylor right to the inside on the curbs, and Josh Cahill almost assisting him through the corner as they sprint on towards onto Agostini. And it's Mason in the white Scirocco to the inside Josh Cahill, maybe to the inside Paul Taylor as well. Taylor covers his line. Joe McMillan trying very hard in fourth to stay with his leading trio. Cahill somehow scrabbled through ahead of Mason. He now looks to challenge Taylor to the outside. Hamilton. That would be brave stuff from Josh Cahill. He almost makes it stick. Taylor, though, slides to the inside the road for Oggies. He forces Cahill to look to the outside. One of the races of the year, this, in the Super Pro VAG Trophy, albeit one where Richard Morgan will take no further part because he parks to the side of the road in his Golf and is therefore out of the race as Nick Sanderson looks to pile the pressure on to Chris Mowen. Well, the number 20 car covering the inside line through Oggies. And this is the beauty of this championship. Wherever you look, there's battling going on. Not least lead the race as the leading quartet all close up on each other once more through the bomb hole. Aaron Mason in the white Scirocco having to bide his time here between the two dueling Golfs. And Paul Taylor once more pressurised by Josh Cahill. Now Taylor often makes very quick starts in the four-wheel drive Golf. The problem for him though is his tyres tend to go away relatively early in the race, and that is what Josh Cahill is hoping to capitalise on here as he draws alongside along the centre straight up over the crest in the hill and in towards Riches. Cahill challenges the outside line and he's looking to go through here. Taylor hugs the inside but he can't do it. Josh Cahill goes around the outside of Paul Taylor, snatches the lead, and Aaron Mason looking to dive to the inside into Montreal. Through he goes, and in the blink of an eye, Paul Taylor slips from first to third. So it's now Cahill who leads, Mason in second position, Taylor in third still. Joe McMillan doggedly maintaining fourth. All the while though, further back down the pack, James Dowding continues to lead Class B and therefore remains on course for the 2013 Super Pro VAG Trophy title. On the brakes and around the left-hand hairpin at Agostini, and Aaron Mason now setting his sights on Josh Cahill. Mason very much racing for the race victory. As we drop a little bit further down the order, Craig Mason and Luke Schlevitz do battle. At the moment it's the 18 car of Mason who's just clear the Sky Blue machine. Luke Schlevitz, another invitation class runner this weekend. The two Golfs doing battle as Tony Taylor remains currently second in Class B. He's got Chris Mowen though looming on his tail. Mowen trying to get onto terms with Taylor, possibly elevate himself a step further up on the class rostrum. And we just caught a flash there of James Dowding as Mowen looks to the inside. Tony Taylor using the slipstream along the centre straight and dives the inside into Riches. Now can Taylor square off the exit here, maybe take a slightly tighter apex and then jink to the inside line at Montreal? That's certainly what Tony Taylor's thinking of doing. That's the car with the orange flashes, as meanwhile back to lead the race overall, Josh Cahill and Aaron Mason running nose to tail. Scirocco is a menacing looking car at the best of times, and Cahill onto two wheels out to the bomb hole and through goes Aaron Mason. They were both pushing so hard and Josh Cahill eventually the tiniest of errors and Mason pounces, goes through and takes the lead of the race. Now can Josh Cahill fight back? We don't have too long to run here at Snetterton. We don't have too long to run at all because they're sprinting to the line and it's just Aaron Mason who takes the victory from Josh Cahill. 93 thousandths of a second is Mason's margin of victory. Josh Cahill though has won his class and therefore he claims the Class A championship. But has he won the Super Pro VAG Trophy overall? Well, unless misfortune befalls James Dowding through Murray's, and it doesn't, it looks as if it is going to be James Dowding who will claim the overall championship and Class B honours as well. He sprints towards the checkered flag, wins his class and wins the 2013 Super Pro VAG Trophy #1 as he passes the flag, and Dowding takes the acclaim of the marshals and spectators here at Snetterton. A dramatic end to a fine season of racing and a very, very entertaining race. Let's have a look then at the final classification. Victory for Aaron Mason from Josh Cahill and Paul Taylor. Joe McMillan maintained fourth from Simon Tomlinson, and James Dowding in 8th position, claiming Class B from Tony Taylor and Chris Mowen. Huge field of cars and a super race. So handshake for champion James Dowding, round VR's Joe East. James rightly grinning from ear to ear. Congratulations though to Josh Cahill, winning his class and the class championship overall. So for the final time in 2013, time to celebrate with the bubbly.
Josh Cahill, congratulations, winner of Class 1. Unfortunately, not quite good enough for overall champion, but what a year it's been for you.
Yeah, no, it's been a good learning year. I've really enjoyed it. I think the DNF I had here earlier on in the years probably just finished my championship ups, but yeah, no, happy with the class win. So.
Paul, Tony, the Taylor clan, second place. Congratulations in both classes.
Yeah, it was a superb day. The Taylor hitting car was flying today. Couldn't match the pace of Josh, and he's a worthy champion. Well done to my father, Tony, for coming second today. It's nice at the end of the year that we're both here on the podium, spraying some champagne and thoroughly enjoying the weekends.
Yeah, tough to keep up with James, but you weren't far behind.
Well, trying. I mean, the car's been in mothballs for the last few months. I've been away for like 5 or 6 months. I've come back, took the car out, and it performed really well, better than what I expected. So, more than pleased with the weekend, more than pleased.
James Dowding, winner of your class and champion overall. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, excellent season. The race was perfect, great start, no incidents, got away from everyone else in Class B. Exactly what I wanted, exactly what I needed. Won overall, an outright champion. I can't believe it. Perfect season.
So let's have a look then at the final standings with, in Class B, James Dowding some 30 points clear of Mike Smith, and then Steve Rowland completing the class rostrum for the season. In Class A, it was Josh Cahill victorious from Paul Taylor, and Stuart Lyons just in third from Ken Lark and Tony Absalom.
Well, that's it for part 1, and James Dowding is delighted to be crowned overall champion of the Super Pro VAG Trophy. Join us again in part 2, where we will find out who will be crowned champion in the Touch of Mojo Mark II Golf GTI Championships.